The conversation between ALCARAZ and RINDERKNECH leaked. At the end of the match, the cameras captured a curious and very relaxed moment between Carlos Alcaraz and Arthur RINDERKNECH at the net. After the customary handshake, both stayed for a few more seconds talking and laughing, in a scene that caught attention because it is not usual for players to stop for so long after such an intense match. In the press conference, the Mercian was asked about that moment and explained what had caused the laughter. Alcaraz revealed that the Frenchman made a comment in a completely joking tone that surprised him. He told me he was going to ask not to see me anymore on the other side of the net. He said he didn't want to face me again, the Spaniard said with a smile, making it clear that everything happened in a relaxed and friendly atmosphere. Alcaraz also wanted to highlight the more personal side of his rival, moving away from the tension typical of competition. He's a very good guy off the court, he added, praising the Frenchman's sportsmanship after a very demanding duel. The brief chat reflected the mutual respect between the two players after a match in which RINDERKNECH put the Spanish number one under a lot of pressure. However, once the match ended, the tension disappeared and gave way to a moment of complicity that the cameras quickly captured. Scare with Alcaraz's ankle at Indian Wells. I have to check it with the physio. The player from Murcia said after the match that he was able to run well, but that he will see how the discomfort evolves. Carlos Alcaraz gave everyone a scare in the third round match at Indian Wells. The Spaniard had to sweat more than expected to win the duel after losing the first set in the tie-break. However, the Mercian knew how to react in the way he has accustomed us to and turn the score around, not without feeling some slight discomfort in the ankle of his right leg. The Spaniard had to stretch to the maximum to reach a ball from the Frenchman, and during the movement he twisted his ankle. A pain he noticed instantly and that made him somewhat uncomfortable for the rest of the match. However, it did not prevent him from continuing in the match or from displaying a level high enough to beat his rival. Charlie is already in the round of 16. I would say the ankle is fine. Now I'll check it with my physio and we'll see how it is. But as you saw, I was able to run well, so I hope that tomorrow it will be as if nothing happened, confirmed the Spaniard, who will have a day of rest before the next round. It will be the last day of relax, as the final rounds of the tournament will be played one after another. At the beginning I was a little angry with myself because I had many opportunities in the first set, several break points and set points, and I didn't take them. I feel like I let many opportunities slip away. Sometimes it's difficult to accept, but at the beginning of the second set he was playing at a great level in the game in which he broke my serve, the Mercian admitted in a press conference. He also praised the Indian Wells fans and the atmosphere on court. I think Indian Wells is a very calm place and I feel that everything is very well organized. We have areas to warm up and the players don't feel crowded. We have a lot of space to relax and it's fantastic. I think many tennis players love to play golf and this is a paradise and that creates a great atmosphere in the tournament. Who is Alcaraz's next opponent? Carlos's next opponent in the Californian desert will be a familiar face, Casper Ruud. The Spaniard and the Norwegian have faced each other 6 times during their careers, with 5 victories for Charlie and 1 for Casper in 2024. The last time they faced each other was at the Tokyo tournament in September, where Alcaraz won in 3 sets. The number one's path to the final has cleared up a lot. Indian Wells keeps giving us surprises. Taylor Fritz and Alex de Minaur, who were shaping up as the toughest obstacles for the Spaniard before the final, both crashed out in straight sets against Alex Michelsen and Cameron Norrie respectively. It is getting better and better for Alcaraz to defend his title in California, if his ankle allows it. Alcaraz, I get tired of feeling like I'm playing against Federer in every round. The Mercian tennis player spoke about what it means to always have an opponent across the net who plays at an incredibly high level. Alcaraz opened up in a press conference about what the duel against RINDERKNECH was like. He was playing his best tennis, I would say, in the first set and at the beginning of the second. For me, it was really difficult. I got into trouble, to be honest, but I'm very happy with how I dealt with everything that was happening. I accepted it, moved forward, stayed mentally strong and then tried to do something different. I think I just started playing more solidly, waiting for my opportunities. The Mercian tennis player is aware that he is the player everyone wants to beat when they look across the net at him. Sometimes I get tired of feeling like I'm playing against Roger Federer in every round. Sometimes it seems like everyone plays at an incredibly high level. I don't know if it's just a feeling of mine, but I feel like it always happens against me. If they played at that level in every match, they should be much higher in the ranking. It's something that worries me and something I think about when I'm playing. Alcaraz insisted on this point. It feels like I have a target on my back, and I think they feel that if they don't play at that level they can't beat me, or at least that's what I imagine they might think. I have to try not to let my opponent be aggressive or play their style and try to impose my own style. In his analysis of the match, Carlitos spoke about how he felt after the first set. I was a little angry with myself because I had several break points, even a set point, and I couldn't take them. I felt that I had let big opportunities slip away, and sometimes it's difficult to accept that. But at the beginning of the second set he played at a very high level in the game in which he broke my serve. So I accepted it, tried to stay mentally strong and keep fighting. I knew I would have more opportunities, and if I wasn't there, I wouldn't be able to take them. The 7-time Grand Slam winner initially downplayed the ankle twist he suffered in the second set when he was asked about it on court. I would say it's fine. Now I'll check it with my physio and we'll see how it is. But I was able to run well, so I hope that tomorrow it will be as if nothing happened. Alcaraz also had time to comment on the award his brother received, the Hottie Coach Bracket, an award that comes from a popular vote to find the most attractive member of a tennis player's coaching team. I knew he had won it. I think he was more nervous than me at the tournament. It's very funny that many players follow it so closely and celebrated that my brother won the award for the most handsome coach of the year. The name João Fonseca has been in the spotlight for a long time. Perhaps too long for such a young player, who was labeled as the future of tennis and the player who would fight with Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner for the biggest tournaments. Without yet having the necessary level, the Brazilian felt that pressure and did not develop in the way that was expected in 2025. However, at Indian Wells he is showing a renewed version and has won 2 very difficult matches. First, he beat Karen Khachanov, a very tough obstacle on hard courts, and then he swept past the American Tommy Paul. He has certainly not had an easy path before standing in front of Jannik Sinner. I've always been a calm and quiet guy. I try to behave with everyone in the best way possible. I need to get used to all this attention because it corresponds to the place where I want to be, which is winning Grand Slam titles, fighting for the world #1 and being top 5 in the ranking, admitted the Brazilian, who has been working on the mental aspect for some time. Despite having spent more than a year in the elite of tennis, it is curious that Fonseca has never faced either Alcaraz or Sinner in an official match. That is where we will really see what he is capable of and whether he rises to the occasion on big stages. Only an exhibition match with Charlie is remembered, in which the Spaniard won in 3 sets. Realistically, no conclusions can be drawn from that. I love the support from the people, signing autographs and taking photos with kids. I try to act naturally and be positive. About the expectations, I neither like them nor dislike them. I simply try to do what corresponds to me. People say I can be a great tennis player and compete with Alcaraz and Sinner. I take it as something positive, I see it as a privilege, not as pressure, he said. I need to believe that I have the level required for that. In fact, I do believe it. I think I can achieve it. I just need time, mental and physical work, and technical improvements in my tennis. There is still a lot to improve, but I am on the right path. Beating Khachanov and Paul is important for me. The Brazilian currently occupies position number 35 in the ranking at the age of 19.
Carlos, it's a popular win. It's a popular win. Artur, he brought his A game tonight, didn't he? He really did. Setting the break down. How have you turned that around?
Well, yeah, definitely. He was playing his best tennis. I would say, in the first set, the beginning of the second, it was. Yeah, for me it was really difficult. I got in trouble, to be honest. But just really happy with the way that I just deal with everything that that was happening. Accept it, keep it going, stay strong mentally, and then trying to do a little bit different. The things. I think I just started to play more solid, waiting for my chances. I could return much more after that. After that first set, but overall, it's really happy that I was able to turn around the things.
Felt like you broke his spirit a little bit towards the end, but you had a lovely exchange at the net. What did he tell you, that he doesn't want to see you anymore?
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Yeah, he's such a nice guy, of the court. And when every time he stepped on the court, we all saw what he's capable of doing. What he's able to do on the court is great. His level is great. But yeah, on the net, he told me tell the referees to put me on the other side of the net, please. I don't want to face you anymore. But that means how friendly he is, how nice he is, and I think that's a huge respect for him.
Just really quickly, the ankle okay?
Yeah, I would say it's okay. I'm gonna check it out with my physio, afterwards, and let's see. But yeah, as you could see, I could run in the third set perfectly. So hopefully tomorrow is gonna be like nothing at all.